One of the first things you should know when installing a cantilever gate is where you're going to be installing it. Here we're going to be installing it right in front of us. Another thing you should know before installing your cantilever gate is how large of a gate opening you need. So we're going for a 24-foot gate opening. So that's what we're going to be making our marks at initially. With that 24-foot gate opening, that'll tell us how long our cantilever gate needs to be. So the formula for that would be 24 feet plus half the distance of the gate in feet, which would be 12 feet, plus another 1 feet, just for an extra amount that the cantilever gate can hang onto the rollers with. So with a 24-foot gate, we would add half the distance, that's 12 feet. So we'd add up to 36 feet. And then you add that extra 1 foot just for peace of mind, and that gives us a 37-foot gate. So we're gonna go ahead and make our opening big enough for a 24-foot opening and a 37-foot gate. So now we're gonna go ahead and mark out the location of our gate. I know that I'm gonna be coming 10 foot off of that fence. So we'll go ahead and measure 10 foot off of the fence. 10 foot right next to this weed here. One thing that you need to consider when installing a cantilever gate is which way your gate is going to be opening. I'm coming 10 feet off of the corner post of this fence here. So I know that my gate cannot open into that fence because the gate is going to be on the inside of our fence here. So it needs to be opening towards the north or up the length of the fence here. So this post that I just marked 10 feet off of the other fence, this is going to be our catch post where the actual gate is going to roll into and catch right here. So we'll come 24 foot off of this mark on down, and I'm going to go all the way out to 37 feet. And there we're at 37. So the things I need to know are the opening of my gate, which is going to be 24 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and make my second mark at 24. And then now I'm going to need to know the distance that my two roller posts are going to be away from each other. So I know that the actual size of my gate is going to be 37 feet. So instead of taking half the distance and adding one to the gate to get the length of our gate, we're going to take half the distance of the gate opening, which is 12, and subtract 1, and that'll get us the distance between our two roller posts. And so half the distance of our gate opening is 12 feet, and then subtract 1 foot is 11 feet. So that's going to be the distance between our two roller posts. So if I marked it at 24 feet, then I'm going to mark it at 33 feet. Or no, sorry, 35 feet. 11 feet between the posts. So we got the area of a fence demoed that we're going to put our cantilever gate up on. So now we can go ahead and set up our string line before we dig our post holes. So we drove our first stake in line with the rest of the fence here. We're going to roll our string line out to our opposite or our existing terminal post. So we're wrapping it around the terminal, and that's going to get us the general location of where our fence needs to go, or where our gate needs to go in line with the rest of the fence. We've got our posts here. We've got our two roller posts, which are going to be 4 inches in width each, and our one catch post, which is going to be 3 inches. Mark your posts at your distance. With cantilever gate posts, you want them sticking a foot higher than your fence. So the height of our fence is 6 foot. So we want our cantilever gate post sticking out of the ground 7 foot. So now we have our string line up and our holes marked. We can go ahead and begin the digging process.